Hello, everyone. This is Noureddine. I'll be talking about the effect of collecting, analyzing, and using data on the online examination process during the COVID-19 pandemic. And I'll be talking about this topic for the conference, the EduLEAD conference happening today. Hope you're going to enjoy this fruitful presentation. So I start by introducing myself. I'm Noureddine. I'm Lebanese. I'm a very proud EduLEAD group member. And currently, I'm working for the Wellspring Learning Community as an IB MYP program mathematics teacher. And I'm a computer and communication engineer, also now working for the United Lebanese Youth Project as also a mathematics teacher. I'm a former teacher at Iman High School and also currently Middle East Professional Learning Initiative member for the Harvard Graduate School of Education. And now I'm finalizing my master's in educational management. So we talked about so many benchmarks throughout the EduLEAD 4 years of EduLEAD experience. We covered benchmarks related to business, budgeting, accounting, related to leading learning, class management, assessments, cooperative learning structures, visible thinking structures, and so on. However, in my presentation, I'll be focusing mainly on the first benchmark, which is collecting, analyzing, and using data. Then I'll be covering monitoring and reviewing, how monitoring and reviewing, and mainly of data here, helped me to, or help the administration, let's say, to take the decisions, the proper decisions in the proper time, and also promoting the use of data. You're going to see that I'm not the person who used the data. No, the whole system, the whole school used the data. The IT department, the administration, the leadership team, and the teachers, all of them, they use data. So we're going to see this through all the presentation that we're going to deliver now. So what's my research topic? The study enhanced proves the importance and how collecting and using and analyzing data is so much important. And specifically when talking about one of the most integral parts of the educational system, which is the assessment. We know that the COVID-19 stopped this process. No more assessments, no more normal exams, even big educational institutes, big universities had so many difficulties in doing the assessments. We cannot know what the level of the students now is, what they did understand from what we have done. We cannot measure how efficient was the learning experience, and especially the online learning experience. So we need a measurement. We need a measurement tool here. So we thought, Iman High School thought of the online examination process, even though this process did not succeed with many institutes and many organizations. So how would online examinations be used properly to achieve the ultimate results? And Iman High School used here the perfect data, used a very important tool, which is the collection of data, so that it succeeded in the online examinations. Let's see how. First, online assessments and evaluation arise different major problems, including technical and non-technical issues. So Iman High School thought of these issues, the technical and the non-technical issues. Maybe, for example, the students are not aware of how open exams work. So we did not enter through this topic. However, many universities entered to this topic and they did not excel because students are not aware of this type of assessments. They are not trained on these types of assessments, even in their face-to-face learning experience. And I'm talking about Lebanon, by the way. So, for example, other non-technical issues and technical issues as the infrastructure in Lebanon couldn't help also. The internet couldn't help, the electricity couldn't help. So we should think of these stuff. Also, the technology knowledge, the technology literacy for the teachers and the students also wouldn't help so much. So all of these issues are to be taken into consideration. The second thing is assessing and evaluating students' understanding of concepts in different subjects is a very important pre-step before the official exams. Even though we have a COVID-19 lockdown, the administration unfortunately did not stop the official exams in the previous year. So we have to prepare the students for such an exams. They have to know the mood, what's going to happen there. And finally, data is the tool used by the schools in order to assess, monitor, and act during the online examination process. So we resulted, and the thing resulted over here that data is a very important tool that we should use in order to see, in order to check whether the students understood the thing or did not. So how would that be implemented? First, we thought of the theoretical framework, which is the following one. It's an iterative process of improvement. It's improving the quality of educational organizations through the use of data. And it's done by Dr. Kim Schinkamp, a study performed at the Elan University of Twente. So first, we set the goal. We need to use data in order to make the implementation of the online examination successful. This is the main goal. So we started by collecting data. We collected data from everywhere, from all stakeholders, teachers, students, parents, even other schools. So we managed to collect so many data. Even the data was collected before as a pre-step and during the examination process and even after the examination process in order to have the correct feedback. Then we made sense making of the data that we have. So we're analyzing, does the data fit what we have? Will the data help us to continue? Do we have to continue? We have to take decisions. Actions should be taken, which is the third step. So in order to go deeper, we need to see how that was implemented. So first, we started by the need analysis. And in the need analysis, of course, we need data collection. So this is the pre-step. What do the staff, the teachers, and the students need in order to ensure a smooth process? This is as a management view. What do you need? Do you need a laptop? Do you need internet? Do you need a place to sit? Do you need a table? Do you need someone to help you with technology? Do you know how to go with Zoom? So all of these stuff are in the need analysis. What do the schools need? As a school, as a management team, they were saying that the school needs something. What is that something? So this is all dealt with the pre-step data collection. The second one is the making sense. We took this data and we thought of it. We start preparations. We're going to see what kinds of preparations we did. Then we collected data throughout the process. We asked the teachers, what's happening with you during the exams? What problems did you encounter during the exams? So all of these stuff were also considered throughout the process. And finally, we took actions. This is where decisions are made. And of course, based on the data that we have. So now in the upcoming slide, we're going to see how that started. First, we asked everyone, what is your job at school? Are you a student? Are you a parent? Are you a teacher? Are you an administrator? One of the leadership members, and so on. So what do you think about the exams, online examination process? Are you with or against? Most of the people mentioned that they are with. We need to know where the students are at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, the school job is to check where are the students now? What did they get? What is their performance? This is the main target of the school, I think. So what are your needs now? This is the third question. Of course, we did not meet all the needs. However, we met some of them. So stakeholders took a part in jotting down the needs and the requirements for a successful online examination process. So after taking all notes into consideration, other Google Forms are filled during and after the examination process by teachers who proctored in order to examine their needs during and after the process. So this is the form sent to the teachers. What is your name as a teacher proctoring? What is the date, the subject, the class, the group, and who is absent today? And of course, a notes section. In the notes section, we ask the teachers what happened during the exam, who went out, who did not have electricity, who has internet problems, who did not open the microphone, who did not open the camera, who did not know how to use the software, who did not submit his exam, who submitted late. So all of these questions were asked to the teachers and they responded efficiently. So the results here are very important to consider because this is what we acted upon. So first, we considered the first data for the need analysis. We made teachers technical training. The IT department thankfully made a very important training. So teachers are trained fully to use the Zoom, Adobe Acrobat, and Cam Scanner efficiently. And if I have the time, I should thank Ms. Mirna, Baba, and Mr. Abdul Wadoud Naouzi for the huge work that they did and for the all data they collected. After that, disciplines, technical problems. We have problems from the parents communicated problems regarding that they have two children at home, so they cannot afford two tabs or two mobiles and so on. So the school sponsored some families, and they provided tabs and to the students. However, the students' mock examinations, math teachers were responsible to make trial exams so that the students feel as if they are in the exam, because this is their first trial and they have to do this before the exams. So we made a mock math exam so students can manage to do the real exams. And finally, computer labs were open with all precautions for the COVID-19 so that the teachers can come and work from the computer labs at the school. So this is what the first set of data helped us to do, helped us to manage. Right. Regarding the data collected during the exams, so you can see here that we had these are the problems written in Arabic that were communicated with the teachers. We have 13 students who entered late, 13 students who went out and into the exam after now and then, 18 students did not open the camera, 15 students did not open the exam. So we were afraid of the cheating attempts. So here, the administrators took a decision from now that the students should enter the exam period before 10 minutes. And the teacher who is proctoring should see that if the students are not opening their cameras or their microphones, they will be exempted from the exam and they will not do it again, or unless they have a real excuse. So the students entered before 10 minutes and the solution is solved, and we're going to see that in the upcoming data diagrams. So also we had some students talking during the exams. Some students did not know how to use the cam scanner. So what happened with the IT department then? They created a video for the iOS and they created another video for the Android. They sent it to the students and they fully know how to use the cam scanner. You're going to see that the data was null after that. For example, here I compared day 1 and day 2 with the help, of course, of the IT department. They managed to put day 1 and day 2 together. You can see here that there is latency, 13 students at the beginning, now there is 7. Regarding the camera scanner, there were 3 students, now there is null. Students, they had problems with the camera, 18 students, now 8. What about the microphone? 15 students and now 3. So, and most of the problems were communicated that they are null. So I think this is amazing. And this is the third day. You can see that most of the problems were null. So data helped in focusing the problem. We thought at the beginning that there would be so many problems. We need to think of, we need to think so much outside the box. No, the data help us concentrate the problem. So this is a very important idea, and also help the leadership team to take decision directly and on spot. And sometimes the teacher took the decision without even going back to the administration, and they were fully right regarding this. And for example, some of the students were outside the Zoom meeting during the exam. So the teachers took a decision to give them another version, and they are going to sit with the students afterwards in another meeting and do the exam. So we fully managed to work with the online examination process. Recommendations. First, I really recommend researchers to go for whether the data enhanced is considered a decisive factor in making most decisions, and whether the data enhanced are sufficient for such decisions. So is the data really trustworthy? Is the data really could be a decisive factor? This is what researchers, in my opinion, should work for. And also study whether education decision makers value the domestic data, value these types of data that we have in order to reflect local context and point to policy actions. And I hope this would reach all the Lebanese people over here and all the Lebanese leaders working for education. And improving the timeliness and accessibility of information will make it, of course, more helpful. And here comes the end of my presentation. Hope you really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed being a part of this conference. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Right Education. Thank you, Nice. And do not hesitate to contact me for any topic or any idea or any question. Thank you so much and see you soon. Bye.